Hello everybody, this is Sherry at djsundry.blogspot.com, and this is kind of a follow-up video, shall we say. Back in October I posted a video about different cutting tools that I use, and on my blog I have started a new feature that's been going for several months or several weeks. About once a week I post a video on how do I ... how do I do something. And today we're going to talk about our cutting utensils again. Now I am not going to go through all of the information that I went through on the last video. I will put a link to this video as well as to the blog post to that original video. And on that I give a full comment section, I guess you would say, a full critique, I guess, of the tools that I use and why I use them. And honestly, not much has changed in that amount of time, but there have been a few changes since the end of the since I posted that video several months ago, and I just wanted to update you on what's changed for me personally since then. Now, you may not agree with me, and that's fine. As far as in that video, I talked about these queen bees and discussed how that I haven't been able to find them anywhere. If you know of somewhere to get them, that's great. I've not been able to find them since I've had these for so many years, and I've not been able to find these great big, I think they were 8 or 10 inch scissors. And they were great scissors, and they still are, and I use them today. And I still enjoy them, but I have to say that they're no longer my go-to pair. These others I don't use that often. I still, when it comes to the real precision tips, I would have to say that probably my #1 choice would still be these cutter bees, and then also the honey bees if I'm doing something sticky. In the video, I had just been using these Tim Holtz tonic scissors for a few days or weeks at that point. I don't remember which. And I have to say, this has definitely, without a doubt, become my go-to pair of scissors. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Also, since the video, I have gone ahead and upgraded to this cutter. And it's lived up to all of the expectations I had for it. I went ahead and passed that other cutter on to someone that needed it, or that could use it, I guess I should say. So it's still in great shape and in good use as far as I know. But I really enjoy this one. I just like the sturdiness. It isn't as, I guess, portable, but it's still a good, sturdy. I like the fact that it doesn't slide around as much. Wouldn't you know, now I can't open it just like the last video. I really like this 12-inch measurer. I like it better than the older model. And the other feature that I like, probably, if there's one feature that I would have to say is my favorite feature of this in comparison to the other, the one difference is the fact that I doubt if the video will even pick it up. Let's see if I put this black piece of cardstock there, maybe you can see there's a wire, and the wire is right at the cutting guide, which is really nice because you can see very easily exactly where you're going to cut, because you're going to cut where that wire is. So that's probably the best upgrade feature, and then followed closely by the rubber feet, and then the third would be the little bit easier ruler to use. All of that to say, I think Fiskars paper cutters are great, and I highly recommend them. If you can find them, again, use a coupon, find them on sale. Don't pay full price for them. But this is definitely a good cutter, and one that if you don't have a paper cutter, honestly, this would be the one I would recommend. I've been using this for, probably 4 or 5 months now, and that's probably one of my main cutting tools because I'm always cutting paper and I can't cut straight for anything. So definitely the Fiskars paper cutter line are just Fiskars. They do other things. They have punches and they're good, and they have stamps which aren't my favorite, but they're okay. But their cutting Their paper cutters are the best, my personal favorite paper cutters. So I'll move on because I could go on and on about that. And now we're going to talk about the Tim Holtz scissors. My poor little guard probably has teeth marks on it because I grab them with my teeth and pull them through way too many. Don't do that it's a bad idea. Now, these have, in some ways, have replaced my honeybees because they also are coated so that if you cut something sticky with it, it's really not a problem to just grab a baby wipe or a rag or something and clean them off. So in that respect, they replaced those. I still think I keep these around for the tinier, more delicate, pointy edges. The one downside to this, well, that's one, is that it's not quite as detailed, but it still does a good job. The other downside that I found with these, and I would have to say it's really the only downside, and most of the time it doesn't bother me, but the blades, though they are very sharp, they are a little bit serrated. And so if you're looking for a really smooth, clean cut, like on paper or something, you have to be kind of careful or the serration shows. So it just depends on what you're cutting. If it's something that is really intricate and you want to be really careful and not have extra serrations on there, then you probably don't want to use these scissors. But other than that, I use them for just about everything else. Every once in a while I'll grab one of these other pairs of scissors, but I cut ribbon with these. It cuts ribbon like a dream. It cuts through paper just as easy as it can be. And again, you have to look close to see the serrations, but if you're doing some really intricate fussy cutting, it is going to show up. But I cut ribbon with it. You can even cut really fine wire with it. I wouldn't risk my scissors and cut the heavier gauge, but I'm sure if it was something like the wire in wired ribbon, you shouldn't have any problem with that. I wouldn't go take a spool of wire and cut off of them. They're probably made to do that. I just personally wouldn't, because I wouldn't want to ruin my scissors. But I would have to say that if I'm to the point now, after all these months of using this, that if I could only buy one pair of scissors, it would probably be this pair. And if I could buy two, it would probably be the Cutter Bees, which as far as I know are still available at the craft stores, and then the Tim Holtz tonic scissors. So check out the video. I do a little bit more thorough explanation of the scissors and some of the different things that they can do. So I'm going to be linking them together and just updating this. So thanks for watching and have a great day.